What did you send me there?
I just tagged you in the.
Don't do that ever again.
Don't you want to feel special?
I am.
And we are live.
So you can start. Yeah, we are live, and you can start if you want. Make it professional.
Were you gonna put me on the spot like this?
Of course. What did you expect? Good evening, everyone, to our Scientist Reverse Grid League Racing Tier 3 Season 1, streaming from Catalonia, España, as we like to call it, with lots of opportunities for our guys to spin around and destroy the races, what we obviously now hope for. Tonight I'm also in the commentary box with someone special, and it's Infamous. Good evening, Infamous.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me today, Ballox. And it's a pleasure joining you in comms for this exciting evening's racing in Tier 3 of Sciences Reverse Grid. We are just about to start one-shot qualifying. This will make up the start of the reverse grid as we have for the season. So who can grab pole? Ballox, have you got any early favourites to pole?
Yeah, I have two in mind. It's Would You Rather and Ultimate Stand, but we'll see how they come on this track and just put something out. I know that Stan normally doesn't prepare for races, so let's see where he's end up. But right now it seems like Stan is getting pole, so I'm right here. I'm the best. So what our viewers can expect from tonight's commentary especially is, of course, nothing professional. If you really are up for some professional commentary and some objective comments and just facts, then we'll politely ask you to fuck off, because this is entertainment and it's going down tonight.
It's going to be fun. I'm excited. Who is going to take provisional pole? Oh, as you can quickly see, Ballox, I think you were right.
Send me a medal for that.
There's a participation award for you, mate.
The only thing I can get tonight. So on pole we have Ultimate Stand with only 5,000ths of a second. Behind him it's Monster in his Red Bull, followed by Would You Rather, Debizzle, Castor France, Max, Wayne Bennett in 8th, Ryan Van Doomsday in 9th, Spaceman in 10th, followed by Butler, Batgast, King Eskimo, Raisin, GT, Epic, FIFA Geek, Ice, and Rat in P19.
This is going to be exciting. That is tighter than... I don't know what it is tighter than it could be. But I'm looking forward to that. 5,000ths of a second between the front two. I think one-shot qualifying, difficult to get a good lap.
Could be a sexy race.
Oh, I definitely think it's going to be a sexy race. Tie strategy, I don't know. Weather, I hope we get a bit of weather interruption in the race. I hope we get a little bit of rain. Let's see.
Oh, we got a comment in our Discord from Casto who's saying don't have your mic unmuted. Whatever he means by that. Maybe he's talking about scientists who's setting up the lobby. We will find out. Oh, it's Batgast. It's not us, it's Batgast. So, who gives a shit? So the grid is forming up for a formation lap. And the special thing about the formation lap is as soon as you touch another car, you will be reset to your starting position without warming up your tires. So you start with ice cold tires and have to go down that pit straight and brake into turn 1. And obviously with damage on in this league, you can fuck up pretty badly here. So you have to be very, very serious in that formation lap to warm up your tires. I'm talking scientist. I mean Infamous. Who do you think will win that race?
Well, you put me on the spot there, but in terms of the victory, as long as Ultimate Stan gets a good start, I think he could have a good race and take the victory. So I'm gonna go safe and go with what you decided in regards to qualify and go for Ultimate Stan. But this is racing, anything can happen. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, me too, obviously, but what do you think maybe about Castor France? We've raced with him a lot of times in our lobbies, and he seems to be pretty quick. Have you expected him in P5 or high or low?
I think Castor France is a fast driver. Definitely enjoyed racing with him over the last few weeks. I think he may be a little bit disappointed with P5, but it's one-shot qualifying. It's difficult to nail the perfect lap in one go. Ryan Van Doom has been disqualified, so he's back on the grid with Spaceman. Sorry, I was thinking of scientist there.
He's always on our mind.
Yeah. So they're going to start with cold tyres. But I think anyone who's got a good start, Castor's going to want a good start, starting from 5th, going into down to, I think, the longest straight into the first corner of the season. We've got 5 lights.
And normally would say away we go, but
with the
as
lag,
we know, Codemasters, with Codemasters we always have to wait a few seconds. And now away we go.
great.
Oh, it's Ultimate Stand still in the lead and Monster losing places.
Oh, would you rather gaining positions there? Ultimate Stand, that is
Oh, we have a crash. We already have a crash at the back between Red Bull, McLaren and Ferrari. It's Butkus, Butler and FIFA Geek who are coming together, but not in the good way. So it seems like we don't have the safety car, virtual safety car as the
Monster
crash.
under pressure again, being squeezed by Castor. That's a great overtake from Castor, up into 3rd place. He's now got the outside. Oh, is he going to go for the contact?
Oh, they collided.
That's a bit of contact.
Oh.
No, both drivers are safe. Oh, D Bizzle's contact there. I think he's lost a number of positions.
And we have a yellow flag and possibly safety car, or at least we got a virtual safety car right here. And Ultimate Stan as a penalty already. So we got Ultimate Stan in the lead for now in his Ferrari. Would you rather in 2nd? Monster gaining his at least 1 position back to be in 3rd. Castor France in 4th, in 5th. Max up to 6th. Raisin in 7th. Red with a massive jump from 19th to 8th. Spaceman in 9th. Ryan Van Doomsday in 10th. GT 11th. Epic D Bizzle in the Racing Points in 12th and 13th. And we see our first pit stops as Castro comes in together with Spaceman and Eskimo. And it seems like no, Eskimo's not in. That was my mistake. It's Castor France, D Bizzle. Of course, D Bizzle made contact and has wing damage.
Yeah, I think Castor had some damage, front wing damage.
And we have a first DNF. It's Wayne. Wayne the singer. He's not anymore here with us.
That's unlucky. I'm sorry to see him go so early. I know he would have been really excited and up for this race with a good qualifying as well. Oh,
yeah, it's all good. Yeah,
we're back green. We're green. Ultimate Stan has definitely lost time under the virtual safety car. Would you rather has pulled within a second of him? Would you rather looks on it right now, particularly with Ultimate Stand's 3-second penalty really early in the race.
Oh, we got a nice coming together between the hearts of Raisin, Max in the Alpha, and Mr. Deseret in 7th position right behind that. So Raisin gaining positions here. Chick Run in 4th right now in his Alpha. Monster just 7/10 of a second behind Would You Rather in 3rd position. They're all within the second right now, the top 3. So we have a first big gap to P4 to and it's 3.3 seconds, and FIFA Geek has left the session. That means that he won't finish the race. So he can jump in and finish the race, but it means a DNF. As soon as you leave the lobby, for whatever reasons, you're out of the race. Just for fairness reasons, for all the other guys who are racing. It's very, very unlucky, unfortunate, but it is what it is. As Ultimate Stan still leads the pack in 1st position. Would You Rather in 2nd, Monster in 3rd, still in 4th, and we got a position change.
Sorry to butt in there, I was just on board with Ryan Van Doom. What an overtake around his teammate, Desert Rat, and yeah, it looked like he's pulled that off. Desert Rat's looking to fight that around the outside. Can he hold it? He's got the inside line. Great overtake, Ryan Van Doom. Clean racing, that's what we like to see.
Yeah, beautiful move, and the special thing about that is also that they're on different strategies. As Ryan Van Doom is on the medium tire and Deseret on the soft. So you normally would expect that Deseret can defend his position because he has more grip and more temperature in his tires.
Overtaken into 2nd place. Just overtook Would You Rather. That was tight. Both drivers just gave each other enough room. Wow, that was...
And Botgas awarded with a time penalty, and seems like he's next to FIFA Geek into turn 1, but yeah, no chance to defend that as FIFA Geek is ghosted because he's not back in the lobby, and Epic is in for his first pit stop, and he's going onto the hards. So he takes a different approach here without a change of the front wing.
Oh, Ultimate Stand, that's another penalty for him. That's, if I'm correct, 6 seconds now.
That's not good. That's not what you want when you're in the lead and have to defend it, especially against Monster, who has been very, very quick in qualifying and has now gained the positions back he lost at the start and is in 2nd now, 1.2 seconds behind Ultimate Stand, but he has still Would You Rather in his gearbox, just half a second behind him. And if I'm not mistaken, we're coming into the DRS window now, and Would You Rather is using that. But it seems like Monster has enough ERS to defend.
And just looking in, we've got an Raisin in trying an overtake on which strongly defended. He's got, I think, Ryan Van Doom then right on his gearbox. It's a little train over here coming in for 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and all the way down to 8th.
That's a very spicy. That's a very spicy battle because we have 2 Alfa Romeos and 2 Alfa Tauris in here, and 1 Haas in form of Raisin, who's now in P5, and gets a penalty for cutting that corner just a little bit.
So easy to in that corner. Oh, and we've got someone who's lost it. The Alvatori of Desert Rat has lost it. That may be a safety car.
It was a big impact.
Yeah.
As we see him here right on the screen, sitting on the grass. Yeah, everybody's slowing down, so as you predicted.
Yellow flags everywhere.
Yeah, and Stan coming in. Stan is coming in into the pits right now, and Monster's following him as Would You Rather. And King Eskimo gets a 5-second time. Oh, the drive-through for speeding on the safety car. Oh, that's not what you want.
FIFA Geek is trying to get back into the lobby, so I think, yeah, it's this connection issues that he's experiencing there.
And King Eskimo right now coming into the pits. Let's see if he can serve that right now. Although it's a drive-through and not a 5-second. Is it correct?
Oh, I think it was a 5-second for the speeding in the pit lane.
Yeah, but he didn't serve it in the pits, so the 5 seconds are coming on top of his time.
Oh, he's got a drive through. He's actually got a drive through.
And as Ultimate Stan is out of the pits, he's still in the lead in front of Monster and Would You Rather. So all of the guys in front have stayed in their positions and used the safety car phase. All of them have pitted, yeah.
Butler's the only person to have not pitted in the top 10, or in the top 9. He's on softs. Not sure how wise of a decision that would be, as I think everyone else is looking to go to the end, whereas he's certainly going to have to do his mandatory pit stop.
Yeah, it's a big gamble from him. Let's see if it pays out. Maybe he's gambling on another safety car to using that, but as we've all experienced, normally in a 25% race you get one full safety car and after that you get virtual ones. So maybe he's relying on his racecraft, on his pace to gain positions and then come into the pits as soon as there is a virtual safety car, but we will find out anyways.
We will find out.
As FIFA Geek joins back, he seems to have a lot of connection issues right now. And we got a lot of penalties, Infamous. We got Ultimate Stan, as we've talked about, the 6 seconds. We got with a penalty, King Eskimo, Batgast, and Epic also with a penalty. As Ultimate Stan is almost overtaking the safety car. Oh, as Bernd Mylander said, he doesn't like to have Lewis Hamilton behind him. The virtual Bernd Mylander doesn't like to have Ultimate Stan behind him.
And it seems like Monster and Would You Rather are there waiting, chomping at the bit, just almost saying, "Hurry up, get there, move quicker," and almost pushing Ultimate Stan to have to get alongside a safety car. But I think the safety car should be in this lap. Safety cars are notoriously long in this game. Sometimes they do just stay out for 4 or 5 laps needlessly. So let's hope it's in this lap, as we've got then 9 laps of racing.
And Infamous, we talked about Butler. Butler is now in P15, so he might have pitted now under the safety car.
He may be
unless
watching the
there's
stream.
Please, what?
He may have been watching the stream.
Why?
I don't know. But I think that was a good decision from him. Now he's equal with his peers, with everyone that's around him, and
yeah, but the bad thing is he's down to P15 as the safety car comes in this lap. But he's in P15 now, so he has to do all the work, and he could have pitted earlier and wouldn't be in P15. So I personally think that's a big mistake by him.
Let's see how it turns out for him. I think the safety car has indicated it's in this lap, so Ultimate Stan is now the de facto safety car, slowing down the pack. This is horrible in this final chicane.
This could be very spicy. And we got the first 5-second time penalty for FIFA Geek as Ultimate Stan has a great start and Monster into the wall. Monster into the wall and DNF. Absolutely shocking. Absolutely shocking. As Would You Rather is in second position and Chick coming into third, overtaking Raisin overtaking him back.
That's great. That's solid.
And we get Ryan Van Doon right behind him.
He's just lurking around there, just to see if there's any opportunity of a wiggle on his soft tyres.
And we got another DNF. GT is out of the race. And there's some things happening here. It's crazy. 4 DNFs, a lot of time penalties, and especially for a leader in Ultimate Stan, he has 6 seconds of penalties. And we got Would You Rather in second and Raisin in third, just because Monster into the wall.
Oh. That was tight. I think
but he didn't make it stick.
It's the cold tyres from the safety car. It's 10 laps to go. Everyone wanting to make up some positions, and it's just racing, isn't it? Everyone just wants to make one position up as quickly as they can. I'm loving this.
And Butler's gaining. Butler's already up to 12th position. So maybe he's proving me wrong here.
Good decision, Butler. Good decision. I had faith in your decision, bro, from day one.
So we have Ultimate Stan still in the lead. Would you rather in second place, Raisin in third, in fourth, attacked by Ryan Van Doom now on the inside. Does he make it stick? Still on the inside. Oh, that's beautiful racing. Oh, man, defending brilliantly against Ryan Van Doom. Oh, fuck me dead. It's into the wall after coming together with Ryan Van Doom. And he has no front wing left. That's it.
I was on board.
That's it for him.
Were you there? Were you
on board? I was there. That was horrible. Oh man, that's... You don't want to see that if you're on the cockpit. You don't want that. It's horrible, and it's not even a safety car or a virtual safety car, so that maybe... Oh, we got another DNF in King Eskimo.
Lost it.
So,
he's lost it.
So hasn't even a chance to pit now on the safety car, and maybe not to lose so much positions as something else on the screen.
Would you rather put in the fastest lap? He's now got the time down to less than a second. He is now cranking the power in and starting to twist
and
the knife.
DNF'd. DNF'd. He's out of the race as King Eskimo is. So tragic, absolutely tragic, devastating for the Alfa Romeo team, as is out of the race after his horrible crash. He's coming together with Ryan Van Doom. Let's see if we have to give something of that to the stewards.
That may have to go to the stewards. I don't know. That looked a little bit of 50-50. Both drivers just not seeing each other there. I don't know. We'll let the stewards decide on that.
Yeah, we have to. We absolutely have to. As Ultimate Stan is still in the lead, and Would You Rather in second position, now out of the DRS, as he is 1.4 seconds behind him. But he just needs to stay with the gap. He has about 6 seconds as a gap he can use there. So as Ultimate Stan has these 2 time penalties, Would You Rather can just chill a little bit. He doesn't have to attack.
Yeah,
and Raisin, and Raisin is also out of his DRS, so there's absolutely nothing Would You Rather has to go for. As D-Bizzle is overtaking Spaceman into turn 1, a beautiful move on the mediums against Spaceman in his Merc on the hards. And D-Bizzle obviously has more traction, as Spaceman has to go off track a little bit, but comes back and doesn't lose it there. Beautiful overtake by D-Bizzle in the racing point. As Castor France in his Renault is in 8th position right now, and our good old friend Butler in the McLaren is now up to 9th in the points, so he's proving me wrong.
Butler proving you wrong today, and we've got Raya Zunden in my eyes, who's gained 11 positions this race. Just noticed that, up to 3rd, having started in 14th. That's a really good drive from him.
It is.
As well as Ryan Van Doom, I know got up in the incident earlier. But still a solid drive, gaining 5 positions. With 5 laps to go, the gaps are starting to space out. There's about at least 2 seconds between a lot of drivers. Would You Rather, I think, is just managing his pace between himself and Ultimate Stan. Stays within 6 seconds. He's got the win in the bag, with Ice and Spaceman both picking up 3-second penalties.
Yeah, and that's the thing that's very important and spicy at the end of the day, because as we have now the gaps between and not so much racing action on track, we will have it later in the results, as the guys have to build a gap because of their penalties, and everyone else just can clap their hands and get some good positions here. as we have from P7 on, everybody with a penalty, but Butler. He's there in P9, no penalty, 9 seconds behind Castor France, and he can now push hard, close the gap, and maybe gain from the penalties.
Yep, I think he needs to at least pull in 4 seconds on Casto to maximise on the penalties in front. But yeah, good race from him, I think, from where he was after pitting under the safety car quite lately, being pretty honest, to now being in the points and at least taking something home from this evening's race in Spain.
Absolutely. No, I didn't see it coming. In all honesty, I didn't see it. I thought it was a horrible mistake and absolutely bullshit what he did, but he turned it around. Quite good for him. As we have Ultimate Stan still in the lead in his Ferrari. Also very rare to see a Ferrari leading a race.
Nowadays.
Normally, yeah. I think you won't see it again next season, because as we know, the Ferrari engine won't be that much better. But for now, Ultimate Stan is leading. Would you rather still behind him in P2, just 1.4 seconds. As you've mentioned, he's just managing his tires, his race. He's controlling everything. And Raisin in third, Ryan Van Doom in fourth, Max up to fifth right now, Dibizzle in sixth, Spaceman in seventh, Castro France in eighth, Butler, as we talked about, in ninth, Ice in 10th, Epic, Badgas and FIFA up to P13. And I'm quite surprised that we have 6 DNFs. Normally in Spain there's not so many guys who DNF. Of course, we got some front wing damage because of the chicane. It's going to be very tight there, and someone's going off in that tricky fast right-hander to the second DRS zone. But 6 DNFs is quite a lot, Infamous.
What I think we have to remember, it's the first race of the season. Everyone maybe, I think, is a little bit excited to maybe put in a good show, get some overtakes done in early, patience maybe with a few incidents, and just some unlucky situations. I think it's a difficult track, particularly with some difficult traction zones. I know in sector 3 going into that left right, you can easily lose the back end even if you're dominating a race. So I think with all things, next race everyone's going to want to finish. I certainly think the guys who haven't finished this race are certainly going to want to put in a good show in for the next round. And these top 13, at least 3 drivers are not going to get points. The other 10 are guaranteed points. So it's important to build your championship early in the season. Get as many points early on the board. Utilize races like this where you've got a lot of DNFs and yeah, just keep bagging the points up to the end of the season.
Yeah, then I got a little surprise for you, because our next race will be in beautiful Canada. And in Canada, we have a lot of walls. And a lot of opportunity to lose your front wing, to lose your opponent in the wall, and to get some spicy penalties. So this could be a banger.
It's penalty central. That's what I call
it is.
Canada. It's penalty central. I'm looking forward to it. If we thought we had a lot of penalties here, let's have a bet. Let's have a bet.
And we have another one. We have another penalty coming in flying, and I think it's Dibizzle now with the penalty.
That's his first penalty.
So you wanted to make a bet? I'm in for it. Talk to me.
Let's do this. Do you think, how many drivers do you think will end the race with no penalties?
0.
With 0 penalties. 0 drivers.
0 drivers.
So
everyone will get a penalty. Every single one will get a penalty, or a few guys, or maybe a lot of guys will DNF.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
It's a loaded question because there's one answer. Like, most people are going to get penalties.
You get a penalty at least in the fast chicane. You just get one. You can't get that fucking chicane normally. It's not normal. You can't get that. It's impossible.
You can't do 18, 19 laps of that track and not cut that chicane 3 times.
No, it's impossible.
To get at least a penalty. So, no, I'm looking for. Canada always brings up a lot of action. It might rain. Dynamic weather is set on, so we would get changeable conditions. And
oh, rain would be beautiful in Canada. Would be beautiful. Then it's DNF central, and not anymore penalty central. It's, oh man, that could be sweet. As we had now, yeah, Infamous.
I was going to say, as we head back to the action, we've got Ryan Van Doen, who's clawed his time down to within half a second of Raisin, and we've got Ultimate Stand starting the final lap of the race. Ballox.
And Ryan Van Doom is now within the DRS, and the good thing is they don't have a time penalty, so they're racing for position, as Max and D-Bizzle also racing against each other, and D-Bizzle gaining the position, but he has a penalty, so that's tricky. That's very tricky. If Max can stay with him, he will be moving up to P5 then. But right now we're staying with Raisin and Ryan Van Doom because the gap is really tight, and Ryan Van Doom is pretty aggressive and can attack in these last corners. And let's see if he can pull something out of the hat here. It's epic DNFs in the last lap! On the last lap! It's not, well, I think he wasn't in the points anyway, but you just want to finish, and if you finish last, you will be first in the next race, as we have the reverse grid league, so that's horrible. As Ultimate Stan is now in his last corner to drive home.
What a performance.
Not the victory, but P2, because Would You Rather is promoted up to P1 with a brilliant drive, as Raisin is in P3, Ryan Van Doom P4, D-Bizzle coming home in P5 but will lose his position to Max. Spaceman, now the boys are coming in with the penalties. Spaceman crossing the line in P7. Castro France behind him. Let's see if there are any changes. So Castro France stays in P8 for now, and Butler gained a penalty in the meantime.
In the
and
final.
he's 16 seconds behind Castro France, so normally Castro France has that in his bag, and Butler comes home in P9 for McLaren, as Ice in his Haas is crossing the line for the last point in P10, as Butgas is 25 seconds behind him, finishing the race. And unfortunately for FIFA Geek, although he's back, he won't start in P1 for the next race because he disconnected, left the session, and if Butgas is bringing it home, he will start in P1 in Canada. And as we both know, P1 in Canada is almost as important as P1 in fucking Monaco.
Yeah, it's all about track positions, but fantastic drive from all the drivers that made it to the end. Unlucky to those who got caught up in incidents, mistakes. Congratulations to Would You Rather. That was a great drive, kept it clean, didn't need to overtake Ultimate Stan.
As Raisin gets the drive of the day.
That was a great performance. I think he gained 11 positions from his starting position, so well deserved. Would You Rather taking a selfie on the podium?
Man, we talked about that. It's very rare to see a Ferrari in the lead. I don't know what to say. I see a Williams in P1.
And a
I'm shocked.
P3.
Yeah, I'm shocked. This podium will never happen again in reality.
I love the virtual world. We only get scenarios like this in the virtual world.
Let's freeze it. Unbelievable. But beautiful racing by Would You Rather, who's finishing in P1 with the fastest lap of the race, a 1:7. P2, followed by Racing completing the podium. Ryan Van Doom in P4, Max in P5, D-Bizzle coming home in his racing point in P6, Spaceman P7, Castro France, Butler, and Ice getting the last point in his Haas in P10, gaining FIFA Geek in P12, and then we're starting with our DNFs. Epic, King,
Mine, I haven't turned mine off yet. Give me 1 second.